What if I told you the thing your healing journey is missing is a skunk? Not a metaphor, a real one. A pale, mystical looking tan skunk that wandered into my yard and reminded me that healing does not come from control. It comes from curiosity. So in this episode, I'm going to show you why your curiosity might be quietly dying without you even noticing. We're going to talk about the 3 emotional traps that we fall into when we stop being curious. We're going to talk about how cancer blinders are limiting your life force. And we're going to add 5 deeply practical, totally delightful ways to awaken your curiosity again, no matter how heavy your life might feel right now. So if you're feeling a little flat or you're feeling a little lost or like healing is harder than it should be, then this episode should spark your curiosity. This is the Cancer Boss Method podcast, the place to be when cancer sucks and you don't want it to. I'm Leslie Nance, survivor, cancer coach, and healing mentor. Come learn the truth about what your role is in your own healing. Hi, I'm Leslie Nance. Welcome to the Cancer Boss podcast. So I want to I want to start here. We're not stopping here. We're starting here. I want to start here. Your curiosity has a crutch. All modern curiosity has a crutch, and that crutch is actually technology. Now, this isn't about me hating on technology or telling you to become a Luddite so that you can be more curious or so that you can heal. That's not what this is about. This is an awareness that I want to talk about today. The problem is we don't sit and wonder anymore because we don't have to. We just ask Siri, she answers, story over, curiosity satisfied 90% of the time. No room for doubt, no space for awe, no needing to lean into like, oh, I hate not knowing. We know. Curiosity used to be our default setting. We were explorers. We mapped the stars. We discovered discovered how to utilize fire. We built the wheel. We stood in awe under a clap of thunder and a strike of lightning. We were naturally, wildly, instinctively curious. But we are evolving fast now. And curiosity is no longer an instinct. It's actually something that we have to cultivate more and more and more. Now, I believe that we are no longer curious? No, I do not believe that at all. But I do believe that we've become curious in a very different way. Sometimes even a very disconnected way, quite frankly. So let me tell you a story. Saturday morning, this is about the skunk, by the way. Now you're going to know where the skunk comes in. But Saturday morning, I was upstairs and I was writing a class for my clients on this very subject, which became this podcast today. And my husband, Robin, he races up the stairs and he bursts into my office like a kid on Christmas morning. And he yells, "There's a albino skunk in the yard." I literally leapt out of my chair. "No way. Where is it? Let me see." We flew down the stairs and there it was, this beautiful, very rare tan skunk with white stripes. He was just waddling across our yard, digging up my St. Augustine, which is fine because that's what he wanted to do. And he was beautiful, so he gets away with it. It's like he just had emerged from some woodland creature fairy tale. So we just went down this entire rabbit hole. With phones in hands, we took photos, we did Google Lens, we did research, we asked questions, we laughed, we learned, and we spent the entire day going back and forth talking about skunks. And now we love skunk t-shirts. I'm totally kidding. We do not. But it made the day feel really fun. It made the day feel really alive. And that kind of curiosity felt really healing. It reminded me of what it feels like to light up by something, right? To just be totally lit up by it. It's not something that's required. It's not even really productive. It's not even remotely logical that we spend half our Saturday doing this. But it was just this beautiful surprise that we got on Saturday morning. So let me ask you something. When is the last time that you let yourself get lost in something like that? Not because it's necessary, not because it was for your healing, not because it's, that it was going to teach you something or that although I did learn something, but it was going to heal you in some way, but because it was a rare moment and your soul really wanted to just go with it. As kids, we are naturally curious, but as adults, we fall into routines and pressures and this constant drive to know things rather than to explore them. And when life gets really hard, like especially after a cancer diagnosis, which is what I talk about mostly on this podcast, curiosity is one of the first things to go. Or worse, it gets funneled into one direction. Just cancer. It's what I call like cancer blinders. We only read about cancer. We only talk about cancer. We only research cancer. And then the rest of our lives gets stuck in this like blurry distance. I want to talk about why that happens. Why do we do that? There are 4 signature reasons why we do this. First is overwhelm. You don't have the space to wonder, or have curiosity for something else when you're just trying to survive. You have fear. You're stuck in what's safe instead of what's possible. You're burned out. You've been holding on so long. Curiosity feels indulgent and exhausting. Or you want control. Curiosity asks the questions and control actually demands the answers. And that shuts us down. Curiosity, let me say that again, because I think this is really important. Curiosity asks the question, and control demands the answer. But here's a truth bomb. When we stop being curious, we actually stop expanding. We shut off a flow of energy that keeps us thriving instead of just merely surviving. Curiosity is sacred. It keeps your eyes, your ears, your heart open, looking for opportunities of healing. It breaks fear loops. It opens new doors for you, even when you don't even have the key. It reminds your body that you're safe, that you're still alive, that you're still healing. Science even backs this up. Curiosity protects against cognitive decline. It boosts emotional resilience. And it supports longer, healthier lives. Why is that? It's because a curious brain is an active brain. And an active brain keeps the body engaged and it keeps it adaptable. So how do you know when you're having like a curiosity crash? There are signs. There will be signs. You stop noticing beauty. You dread new things. You're stuck in a just enough to get through it mode. And you stop asking why. You just want somebody to fix it already. Look, this is not about shame. This is about awareness, because awareness is the first step towards clarity, and clarity is the key to healing. So let's talk about how do we get our spark back? How do you get your spark back, Leslie? Well, I am glad you asked. I want to give you 5 tips that will help spark curiosity and help you reclaim your life force. Number 1, ask better questions. So flip your inner script. Instead of asking what's wrong with me, ask what else is possible right now? What am I pretending not to notice? Better questions opens doors. Better questions equals better outcomes. Number 2, flip familiar routines. Do something small but different. Brush your teeth with your non-dominant hand. Okay, So I knew I was going to make this recommendation. So we tried this last night and it was hilarious. You should just do it if you need a good laugh. Really, my husband and I, we were cracking up trying to I stabbed myself in my jaw so many times trying to brush my teeth with my non-dominant hand, which is my right hand, by the way. I'm left-handed. Maybe take a walk if you have a route that you walk, like you go on a walk every day and you walk a specific route, take it backwards, go backwards. Eat a fruit that you've never tried before. Maybe plan a fantasy trip. Even if you never go, just plan it. Look at it. Look at the places. Look at airline. Look at hotels. Figure out what you would do if you were there. Your brain loves novelty and it wakes up your energy. Number 3, learn something pointless but delightful. No productivity, just pure joy. Cloud names, bird calls, state flower folklore, kitchen gadgets from the 1800s. Let it be weird and wonderful. That is actually the whole point. Albino skunks. Number 4, talk about something besides cancer. Cancer takes up so much space. Curiosity actually lets life back in. Ask a friend about a novel that they're reading. Let your kids or grandkids teach you something about their favorite video game. Be a curious listener. Try to listen without fixing or comparing. Just experience. Just dive into somebody else's life and ask them good questions and get really curious about their life. Number 5, be curious with your own body. Treat your body like a mystery novel and not a project. Ask your body every morning, what do you need from me today? How can I help you feel more safe? And then listen. Oh, I feel like a stiffness in my lower back. Oh, my feet are kind of sore. I need to stretch and do some yoga. That's going to help me. I feel kind of dehydrated this morning. I need to make sure I drink enough water today. Your body will tell you. When you ask the question, how can I help you feel more safe? What do you need from me today? Your body will answer. Because the more curious you are, the less controlling that you need to be. And let me tell you, that equals freedom. So just some final thoughts here today to leave you with. Curiosity isn't a luxury. It's not a personality trait. It's not a hobby. It is life force. It's what keeps you from going numb. It's what turns survival into thriving. And it's what opens you to the beauty and the magic of the world that you are still very much a part of. Look, you didn't come here to learn survival skills. That's not where you're here. You don't listen to my podcast to learn survival skills. You came here to learn about healing, to feel, to live the life that you're working so hard to save. So this week, I want you to think about committing to your curiosity, not about cancer, not about the chaos in the world, but your life. Notice, wonder, ask better questions, and let your heart lead you to something new. You do not have to force healing to come. You just have to stay open to the invitation of it in your life. All right, until next week, stay open, stay light, stay soft, stay flexible. Let curiosity be your compass. And above all things, really start to adopt that belief system that cancer is not your destiny. I hope you enjoyed the episode today. I'll see you next week. If you have enjoyed this episode, it's time to connect. Make sure you follow this podcast and check out all the socials on anystagecancer.com. If you're ready to talk about your own healing using the Cancer Boss method, then click the link below this episode. Hey, and remember, cancer's not your destiny. Okay, I'm outie.